Hello friends, Jared here. It's good to be with you today. And at this session, we're going to be discussing something called the Alongsiders Roadmap. Now, I know many of you have heard of the roadmap. Many of you are well along your way on the roadmap. And today we're going to talk about not so much all of the different stages of the roadmap. That you can discuss more in your groups after this video. But we're going to discuss why the roadmap is important, why we have a path forward that we want to follow. And you may be wondering, Jared, why are you walking and moving in this video? It's because just like you as a movement leader, walking through the different stages, you're always moving and never stopping. So I'm going to record this video while walking in circles here in this yard. Now, we know that Solomon says in the Bible that without a vision, people perish. Without an idea and a focus of what's ahead and what you're working towards and what matters and what's meaningful, there's not a lot of hope. So in the Alongsiders movement, this roadmap, it helps you envision milestones ahead, things to work towards, different ways you can grow, not only numerically, but also in depth and understanding and building a stronger foundation and strengthening your roots as a movement that will only help you produce more and more fruit and have a greater harvest. Now, as you know, in Alongsiders, we like to use the analogy of the garden often to talk about our movements, specifically even mangoes on the roadmap, the different stages from sprouting, green, yellow, harvesting, orchard, and even beyond. And we know that when working with plants and in a garden, when something is growing, it's moving. It doesn't stop. It continues to grow. It continues to move through different stages. And with growth, eventually comes fruit. And with the more growth, the more fruit that we see. In Alongsiders, we want to see every movement growing, faithfully moving somewhere, not just to be proud of the numbers that we're seeing, more importantly, to be humbled by the hearts and the lives that are being transformed by the love of God and the love of an Alongsider. Now, when it comes to a garden or plants or flowers, to maintain and see growth and see fruit and see a harvest, we know it requires a lot of work. The same goes in your movements. To see the harvest that we want to see, it requires work. Many of you, all of you, the reason that you're here at this gathering is because you put in the work to move through some of the stages of the roadmap and to see harvest and to see fruit. But just like with a garden that requires work, so does your movement require intentional work. At times in the garden, we have to remove weeds. And Alongsiders, we'd like to remove confusion sometimes and understandings that others need help with fully grasping. In the garden, in the fields, we plant seeds, and Alongsiders, we have to continue to plant and cast a vision of the movement. In a garden, in the field, sometimes we have to prune. We have to prune back branches or limbs or trees. And in the movement, at times, we have to remove and prune back unhealthy expectations and understandings that may not be in line with our ethos and DNA as a movement. And just like we have to water plants in the garden, we have to very much water and encourage our leaders, training them by leading by example, by visiting, by walking alongside them faithfully and showing them what it means to be a part of a life-giving, faith-filled, discipleship-based movement. Now, I'm from America, and in America, we have the season of winter. When everything gets cold, the trees lose all their leaves, and it appears on the surface that not much is happening. There's no growth. It seems like a dormant season. But actually what's happening under the ground, under the surface, beyond what our eyes can see, the roots are actually growing, they're finding new nutrients, and they're creating a healthier and stronger foundation for the harvest that is to come in the spring and the summer. In your movements, there may be times where it feels like a dormant season, where it feels like you may not be seeing as much movement or fruit on the surface, but don't let that discourage you. Continue to build and strengthen your roots Go deeper in your understanding of a Longsighter's DNA and ethos, our core values, our 7 defining characteristics, what it is that makes us who we are and makes us unique and different as a movement versus an NGO. Don't let those times of less fruit and movement discourage you, but continue to work, even if behind the scenes, strengthening your movement, your leaders, investing in those who are going to help you see a harvest one day. So I encourage you to continue working through the stages of the roadmap, going from green mango to yellow, to harvesting, to orchard, and even beyond, and continue digging deeper roots, building a stronger foundation, cultivating the ground that you've been given, because the fruit that is to come will be a beautiful, beautiful harvest. So, thank you guys for staying with me as I walked. I'm going to stop now because I'm tired. God bless you. Bye.